Hello, my friend. You're listening to the Sort Yourself Out podcast. This week, we're discussing how to ditch all that negative self-talk you've got going on in your head and to replace it with some great beliefs to help you move forward with ease. I'm your host, Janine Hunt, natural health therapist for over 30 years, hypnotherapist, lifelong student, and spiritual seeker. I like to seek out the most effective practices and techniques that provide the greatest bang for my buck and the fastest route to freedom from whatever is holding us back. I can't wait to share with you these powerful techniques so that you too can sort yourself out, know deeper meaning in your life, and best of all, a sense of inner peace. So let's get started. Well, hello there, and thank you so much for joining me today. This week, it's all about ditch this and do that. Yes, I'm getting bossy. Well, not really bossy, but I want us all to free ourselves of that nasty voice going on in our heads. All that old programming and conditioning that says, you can't do this, you don't have what it takes, you tried it before and it didn't work out, it's too big, you don't have it in you, you're not worthy, you're too fat and unhealthy, it's not possible, blah, 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 blah. So we've all got this shit talker, pardon my French, who's always popping up with its doubts and fears and rationalizations telling us we're not good enough. Well, today, I'm asking you to set all this aside. I want you to ignore the shit talker and to promote some positive ideas instead. Now, wouldn't it be so much nicer to have an inner cheerleader, a lovely, positive voice that cheers us on, that believes in our potential, and that really helps us to feel good about ourselves and thus to fulfill our goals? How about a voice that says, life conspires to make me successful. Life conspires to make me healthy. Life conspires to make me prosperous. Life conspires to bring me higher guidance and inspiration. Life conspires to bring me opportunities, magic, and miracles. Life conspires to provide for all my needs. Life conspires to lead me to peace and well-being. Now, those are some good ideas to promote. So, you ditch the shit talker and instead develop an empowering mindset that will help you to move forward and achieve your goals with ease. A mindset that allows and expects inner wisdom, guidance, and intuition to support you in your life. You want to take it for granted that you have access to this magical information and that you can count on it to bring you inspiration and solutions to all that's going on in your life. I'm going to read you a little bit from a book called The Magical Approach. Seth Speaks About the Art of Creative Living by Jane Roberts and a non-physical entity called Seth. Now, Seth spoke through Jane's body while she was in a trance, and Jane's husband, Robert, wrote it all down and also asked questions to Seth. So if you don't know the Seth books, definitely go check them out. I recommend starting with The Nature of Personal Reality. The Seth books were the first books on spirituality that gave me the answers that I was seeking about the nature of existence, answers that I could recognize as truth. Seriously, they're good. I'll put a link to them in the show notes. So, in the book, The Magical Approach, Seth talks about a lovely idea called value fulfillment, which means this, that consciousness inherently seeks to fulfill its own highest potential, not only for itself, but for the benefit of each other consciousness in our reality. So here's a quote from that book. The magical approach takes it for granted in the simplest terms that the life of any individual will fulfill itself, will develop and mature, that the environment and the individual are uniquely suited and work together. This sounds very simple. In verbal terms, however, those are the beliefs, if you will, of each cell. They are imprinted in each chromosome, in each atom. They provide a built-in faith that pervades each living creature, each snail, each hair on your head. Those ingrained beliefs are, of course, biologically pertinent, providing the impetus of all growth and development. Unquote. Now, I love that. It is so beautiful. Seth is inviting us to have a reorientation to how we think about life, to see it as a creative adventure that we have chosen as it was best suited for our value fulfillment and for us to reach our highest potential in this lifetime. And also that these beliefs are literally built into our cells and our chromosomes. And it's just kind of us in the larger sense that has forgotten this. Now, you may be thinking, Janine, I did not choose all this stuff that's going on in my life. However, Seth is talking about how, before we incarnated, we decided what we needed to experience in this incarnation to reach our highest potential. Now, he goes on to say, and I quote, "It is not that each person has his or her source in a magical dimension from which his or her overall life emerges, but that the private source itself is a part of the very energy that upholds the entire planet and its inhabitants and the overall construct that you understand as the universe. Fields or planes of interrelatedness connect all kinds of life, supporting it not through, say, just one system, a biological one or a spiritual one, but at every conceivable point of its existence. This means that you do not have to rely upon what you think of as your private resources alone. Basically, value fulfillment is one of the most important characteristics of existence, so that all things act individually and together in ways that best provide for the overall fulfillment of the entire construct." Unquote. Oh, I love that. So try to go about your life with a playful attitude and with faith that you are where you need to be and that you have what it takes within you and through the magical support of life itself, through your connection to the very energy that animates and supports the whole dang thing, the entire universe, to reach your highest potential. Now, isn't that a better belief system to hold than the small-minded abuse of the shit talker? I say for sure. Now, to help you work on your mindset, I've created a free audio download, The Life Conspires to Make Me Successful Affirmations, to instill this belief that things are stacked in your favor and that you are attracting inspiration, opportunities, and magic and miracles, so that you do not need to rely on your individual resources alone, because you are open to the support of life itself. Now, this is a top-down audio par excellence, as these beliefs, once installed in your little head, will ripple out and improve all areas of your life. They will give you confidence in all areas of your life. So this is all about going for the big impact with minimal effort. So you can just download this and listen to this recording. I think it's about 9 or 10 minutes long. And just listen to it first thing in the morning. It'll really set you up for the day and allow you to just really approach your day in an inspired state of mind, or you can listen to them as you're going to sleep at night. I really do recommend that you give it a go because it can have a powerful impact on all areas of your life. So, The Life Conspires to Make Me Successful Affirmations is available on the inspirationcloud.com/SYO40. And that is the numbers 40. And I'll put a link in the show notes. And if you're interested in learning more deeply about all of these fascinating topics and practices to take you further on your spiritual path and to amplify your well-being and your positive impact in the world, why don't you sign up to the waitlist for my upcoming Inner Circle membership? Go on over to theinspirationcloud.com/membership to get on the waitlist, and I will keep you informed. Okay, my friend, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening and spending your time with me. Now go get that audio download. So take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. I really hope you found it helpful and full of uplifting ideas that you can put into practice in your life. And if you have, chances are your friends and family will too. So please share it with them on social media. You'll be helping them to sort themselves out, because I bet you think they need it, right? But seriously, you'll also be doing me a huge favor, and I will be eternally grateful for your generosity. It would also be lovely if you would leave me a review on iTunes, preferably a nice one, please. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast while you're there. If you have any questions or would like me to address a certain topic, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at info@theinspirationcloud.com. Have a good one, folks. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.